Hi everyone, welcome again to Build with AI, and our video for today will talk about how to use AI to manage remote team without micromanaging. There are two ways that remote management goes wrong, and most business owners end up in one of them. The first is silent neglect. You trust your team, you give them space, and you check it once a week. Everything seems fine. Then one day you discover a project is 3 weeks behind. A client is quietly frustrated, and two team members have been blocked on the same issue for 10 days without telling anyone. You weren't micromanaging, you just weren't present enough to catch it. The second is micromanagement. You weren't Slack constantly. You ask for updates and updates. You sit in with calls you don't need to be in. Your team feels watched, not trusted, and their best people starts to leave or disengage. The middle path, the one that actually works, is structured async systems. Your team is visible, accountable, and autonomous all at the same time. And AI is what makes that feasible without adding hours to your week. Let me explain why Async beats real time for distributed teams. Real time management, stand-ups on Zoom, Slack threads that need instant responses, spontaneous check ins, requires everyone to be online and available at the same moment. For teams across time zones, that's often impossible. Even within the same time zone, it creates fragmentation, constant small interruptions that prevents anyone from doing deep, focused work. Async management means work is logged, visible, and reviewable, but not dependent on simultaneous availability. Your team member in Manila posts their EOD update at 6 p.m. You review it at 7 a.m. of your time. The information transfer happened. No one had to be online at the same time. And both of you had interrupted blocks of productive work during your respective days. Async doesn't mean slower communication. It means better quality communication. More thoughtful, more structured, and AI readable. The backbone of Async management is the daily stand up and end of day report. Here's the format I recommend: three questions answered asynchronously in a shared channel or form. 1. What did you complete today? 2. What are you working on tomorrow? 3. Is there anything blocking you? Every team member answers these three questions every day. Takes them 5 minutes, and here's where AI comes. Instead of you reading 15 EOD reports every evening, you paste them all into Claude with a single prompt. Summarize this team's daily updates, highlight any blockers or risks, and flag anything that needs my attention. And you get a clean one page digest in 30 seconds. You go from needing to read 15 documents to reading one paragraph every single day. So, one of the hardest things about managing remotely is catching performance drift early. Those subtle signals that someone is struggling, disengaging, or feeling behind before they become serious problems. In an office, you pick up on these things through proximity. You notice someone seems quieter than the usual, or their outputs are taking a little longer than they used to. Remote works removes those ambient signals. AI helps you reconstruct them analytically. When you track team output in a structured way, tasks completed, turnaround times, quality scores, stand up response frequency, AI can analyze patterns over time and flag deviations. Maria's output volume has dropped 30% over the last 3 weeks. That's not a judgment. That's a signal that a conversation is needed. Having that conversation early with empathy, with curiosity, not accusation, is almost always more effective than waiting until the problem is obvious. AI gives you the early warning system to make that possible. Here's the weekly rhythm I recommend for remote teams. Monday morning, everyone posts their priorities for the week. Top 3 goals, key deliverables, any dependencies on other team members. This is a sync takes 10 minutes and creates alignment without a meeting. Daily EOD logs come in and AI generates the team digest. You spend 10 minutes reviewing it, flag anything critical, and close your laptop knowing you're current on what everyone is doing. Friday, the AI generates a weekly team summary, output versus priorities, wins blockers that came up and how they were solved, and any patterns worth nothing. You review it, add your own commentary if needed, and send it to leadership or keep it as your own record. Monday, Wednesday, the cycle repeats. No daily stand ups, no unnecessary meetings, just structured AI assisted visibility. I want to end with something important. Visibility and surveillance are not the same. Surveillance is about control. It signals distrust and it destroys the intrinsic motivation that makes remote work effective. Visibility is about alignment. It signals care and it enables people to do their best work without feeling isolated. The system I've described creates visibility. Your team knows what's expected, they communicate what they're doing, and the problems are faced before they become crisis. They're also trusted to work independently within that structure. That combination, clear expectations, consistent communication, and genuine autonomy, is what makes remote teams exceptional. So that's it for this video, and don't forget to subscribe to Build with AI. See you on the next one.